One of these 7 movies was so disliked that the director basically had to defend it in interviews for years. Another one is secretly the best written movie in the entire franchise, and almost nobody picked it as their favorite. I watched all 7 Scream movies back to back, so you don't have to defend your bad opinions on Twitter without evidence. Let's rank them. Worst to best. This is the one made in the shadows of real life tragedy after the Columbine shooting studios got nervous about teen slasher violence, so this script got watered down to PG-13 and Hollywoodified it into a movie about Hollywood making a Scream movie.
There's no reason to presume that Cotton's death had anything to do with this movie, is there?
He was making a movie called Stab.
The kills are weaker, the tension is basically gone, and the twist villain reveal is the one that makes even diehard fans go, alright, let's not talk about that one. But yeah, the verdict here, it's watchable once, forgettable forever. 6 out of 10. Not ranking the TV series, by the way. Different mask, different rules, different tax bracket of quality. Moving on. Number 6 is Scream 6. This one's controversial because half of you have this way higher, and I get it. Moving the franchise to New York City was a genuinely bold swing. The subway scene is one of the best set pieces in the whole series, and Ghostface literally has a shotgun in this one. Well, sure, why not at this point? Give my boy a minigun. A minigun. But the plot logistics fall apart if you think about them for more than 4 seconds, and the ending goes so over the top, it stops feeling like a Scream and starts feeling like a superhero movie with the Halloween mask, but still fun, still ranked low because fun and good Scream movie aren't always the same category. 7 out of 10. Scream 4 came out 11 years after Scream 3. Damn! Trying to reboot the franchise for a new generation of everything is a remake now culture, which ironically is exactly what the movie is about. The opening alone has, 3 fake outs stacked on top of each other? It's the most self-aware the franchise has been up to that point. The problem is the back half loses steam and the killer's motive is a little bit extremely online before extremely online was a thing. Ahead of its time, but also kind of annoying. 7.5 out of 10. Just barely better than Scream 6. Quick pause because to understand the next 2 movies, you need one piece of context. Wes Craven, the guy who created Scream, directed the first 4 films. Then in 2015, he passed away. So every Scream movie after that had to answer a really uncomfortable question. Can this franchise survive without its creator? That's the tension baked into everything from here on out. Okay, back to the list. Scream 2, the sequel that proved the first one wasn't a fluke. This is one of the boldest horror sequel openings ever made. Killing off a character in a packed movie theater, in public, in broad, dark theater lighting, surrounded by witnesses who don't even realize it's real. It expands the mythology without breaking it. It's genuinely tense and it doesn't overstay its welcome. Rank this one low because the movies above it are just that much better. Here's the one I said was secretly underrated. The 2022 Scream, sometimes called requel because it's part reboot, part sequel, had one job. Proof Scream could survive without Wes Craven, and it pulled it off. The opening scene alone is a masterclass. It mirrors the original 1996 opening beat for beat, while still finding a new way to terrify you every time. It respects the legacy and critiques toxic fandom culture at the same time, which, if you are online in 2022, it's different. This is the one that saved the franchise. It just came out at a weird time where everyone was reboot fatigued, so it didn't get the credit it deserved. 8.5 out of 10. And it got Jenna Ortega in that. To be fair, I only watched the movie for Jenna Ortega. Before I reveal the top 2, comment right now which movie you think is number 1. I promise you, most of you are about to be wrong. But hey, let's get right back to number 2. The original 1996 Scream. This is the movie that reinvented horror. It took every dumb slasher trope, the dumb decisions, the whole who's the killer formula, and made the characters smart enough to point it out in real time. That opening scene with Drew is still, to this day, one of the greatest horror openings ever filmed. It set the rules for slasher movies for the next 25 years. So why isn't it number 1? Because the sequel, it inspired somehow, topped it. Controversial. Maybe, let me explain. This could be a 9.5 out of 10. Nah. No, I'm just messing around. It's the original, obviously. The original, number 1. I just want to see if y'all actually believe me for a second. The 1996 Scream is number one because it didn't just make a good slasher movie, it created an entire genre of self-aware horror that still be copied and ripped off almost 30 years later. Every single movie on this list, including the newest ones, exists because this one worked. 10 out of 10, no competition. So that's every Scream movie ranked, and I already know the comment section is about to be a war zone over where Scream 4 and Scream 6 land. Good. Fight about it in the comments. Genuinely tell me which ranking I got wrong, because I already know at least 3 of you think Scream 3 deserves more respect. It doesn't, but tell me anyways. And if you want me to do this exact breakdown for another franchise that's completely lost its mind, go watch this one next. I'll see y'all boys in the next one. Peace.